36th SOURECON 2026. We will be starting shortly. Before that, please make use of the photo booth right under the mandapam. Welcome to the 36th SOURECON 2026. I request everyone to please take your seats so that we can begin our evening celebrations in a grand manner. Foundrymen and women, it gives me great pleasure in interacting with you all on the occasion of the 36th SOURECON 2026 evening celebrations at Coral Beach Resort, Chennai. To start the proceedings, we now request Mr. K. Varatharajan, Chairman, Organizing Committee, to accompany our chief guest, Mr. Baskar Radhakrishnan, Managing Director, Baettr India Pvt Limited, onto the stage, please. Keep the applause going, gentlemen. Next, we welcome Mr. R. Palani Murugan, Chairman, IIF Southern Region, to accompany our beloved President of IIF, Mr. Sushil Sharma, onto the stage, please. Keep the applause going. These are gentlemen who made this event happen. Moving on, we welcome Mr. S. Ramesh Babu, Honorary Secretary, IIF Southern Region, to accompany Mr. Prayut Bhamawat, Honorary National Secretary, IIF, onto the stage, please. Finally, we call upon Mr. P. Sendil Kumar, Chairman, IIF Chennai Chapter, and Mr. M. Rajmohan, Honorary Secretary, IIF Chennai Chapter, to accompany Mr. S. Muthukumar, Honorary National Treasurer, IIF. He is the birthday boy as well, so keep the applause going. Thank you, gentlemen. All events are bound to be successful with the blessings of the Almighty. We would now like to start our 36th SOURECON 2026 evening celebration with the Tamil Thai Valthu. Request the gathering to rise.
நீராறும் கடலுடுத்த நிலமடந்தை கெழிலொழுகும் சீராறும் மதனமென திகழ்வரத கண்டமிதில் எக்கணமும் அதில் சிறந்த திராவிடனல் திருநாடும் தக்க சிறு திரை நுதலும் தரித்தனரும் திலகமுமே திலக வாசனை போல் அனைத்துலகும் இன்பமுற எத்திசையும் புகழ் மணக்க இருந்த பெரும் தமிழனங்கே தமிழனங்கே உன் சீரிழமை திறம் வியந்து செயல் மறந்து வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே வாழ்த்துதுமே.
Next, lighting the Kuttu Vilakku is our traditional way of beginning any good deed or event. We now request our dignitaries on the dais and our senior members present with us today to light the Kuttu Vilakku and start the evening in a grand manner. Sir, all the senior members, Kupusami sir, Venakappa sir, Gopal sir, all the senior members, please step forward. It's our event today. Bala sir.
Geet outfits.
Our chairman, IAF Southern Region, to deliver his welcome address.
Hello. Good evening, fellow foundrymen, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome all the senior foundrymen who have come all the way from all the chapters of Southern Region to 36 SOURECON. Now I welcome our chief guest, Mr. Baskar Radhakrishnan, Managing Director, Baettr India Pvt Limited. Welcome, sir. I would like to welcome our Honorable President, National President, Mr. Sushil Sharma, sir. Welcome, sir. I welcome Mr. Prayut Bamawat, our National Secretary. Welcome, Mr. Secretary. Of course, part of Southern Region and blood of Southern Region, our Honorary Treasurer. So I welcome Mr. Muthukumar. Welcome, sir. I welcome the Captain of the ship, Mr. K. Varadarajan, our Organizing Committee Chairman. And I welcome our Honorary Secretary of Southern Region, Mr. Ramesh Babu. And I welcome Mr. P. Sendil Kumar, the, I think, Vice Captain of the ship. So, Mr. P. Sendil Kumar, Chennai Chapter Chairman. And I welcome the Assistant, or you can say Deputy Vice Captain of the ship, Mr. Raj Mohan Madhyalagan, Honorary Secretary of Chennai Chapter. I welcome once again. I would not like to take much time. So, I welcome once again. And in fact, on behalf of SR, this thing, I would like to thank all the people who have come all the way and make it a grand success. I welcome you once again all. Thank you.
We had a very eventful couple of days on the occasion of the 36th SOURECON 2026. We now request our chairman, Organizing Committee, Mr. K. Varadarajan, to brief us about this year's 36th SOURECON 2026.
அனைவருக்கும் இனிய மாலை வணக்கம். நமஸ்கார். So happy evening to our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Baskar Radhakrishnan, Managing Director of Baettr India, beloved IAF President, Mr. Sushil Sharma, and industry experts, partners, IAF past and current national bearers, Council of SR and office bearers, Council of Chennai chapter and office bearers, Coimbatore, Bangalore, Kerala, Hyderabad and Andhra chapter, all office bearers and council members, dear fellow foundrymen, once again happy evening. As Mr. Siddharth told, last 2 days we were celebrating the SOURECON, 36 SOURECON. Actually yesterday the team of delegates went to the Ashok Leyland Ennur unit for the assembly, for the industrial visit. And last almost 2.5-3 months meticulously we were planning this event to become grand success. Almost I think many of the organizing committee team has understood that what difficult we faced to get the sponsorship, that too after the mega event which happened in IFX and IFC in Mumbai February 12th, 13th, 14th. So thanks to all the sponsors, we have supported us and make this event very big, grand. And also I am happy to and proud to announce that whatever the sponsorship amount we planned and everything we collected before the event itself, that thanks to all the sponsors. And as the dust settles on our Southern Region Conference, I want to take a moment to look at all of you, with not just teammates, but as the architects of the truly remarkable event. When we started planning this conference, our goal was not to just bring foundrymen together, but to align with our theme, molding culture and casting growth. Today I can confidently say that achieved that, and we didn't just host a conference, we initiated a shift in how our region views in future. Today morning we are the Mr. Nagaraj from Automotive Axle as the chief guest. He has explained lively his experience, what he has done when it started his career and what he did in the automotive axles. That is definitely motivating for every one of us. And all the technical purpose what we designed or spoke to the people, and then aligning to this molding culture and casting growth, we have done justice to that. starting with the inductor thumb with the IGBT technology. That is the one of the, so that it may be maybe 15 to 20 years back technology, but in India it is not picking up to that level, but in the South region. So yeah, thanks to Ravi Kumar, he has explained a lot of things. His session was overshooted by almost 10 to 15 minutes. People started considering left. During the session itself, he was passionate enough to explain all the doubts which the delegates has raised. And next one is the sustainability that Prem sir is, I don't know whether he is here or left. He was keep on insisting me whenever there is a program, he wanted me to keep the sustainability as one of the session, so that will create awareness among the foundry fraternity, so that it will, who are in export, that will help, and also we can save our environment and give it to the next generation without much damage. That's all I can say. I cannot say we cannot do damage, but we are doing damages, but we can little bit avoid. That's the thing. We add the sustainability. Mr. Rajesh from the Bakuti, we are also, Nelcas is working with them as they are consulting us for the product wise and per kg how much carbon is, or carbon dioxide is getting liberated. To that extent they are working with us. And third paper was Mr. Vinayak of Goyal Industries has explained about what are the sand related issues and how to overcome those those defects, and also other benefits of introduction of the P-bond. He has explained very clearly. Nelcas also using their material, and almost last 5 years we are experiencing their good benefits of the P-bond. And the fourth one is, so modern, that is from Menax, the code wire treatment. Definitely it's a good technical session. Definitely most of the founders, as he said, during the IFX many people started inquiring about this, and after the IFX also they are getting a lot of inquiries about this. Definitely it is worth to go for this technology. And also in my previous organization I used to buy three of them. It is all the 3 of them working well. It is good. And the last but the least, the from Stamalize solutions strengthened ferritic grade ductile iron. Actually after the lunch it has happened, and also the metallurgy is a very dry subject. I think the attendance also a little bit poor in the second session. So it has went well, but he has explained this to this level best. After that, Mr. Prem Kumar, Director Marketing of Nelcas, has moderated the panelists. That lively session, and all the panelists I thank once again. They have done a wonderful question and answer session, and a lot of takeaways are there definitely. And in the morning, totally I don't know, most of the SR chairmans are there. I think the hall was full, and I don't know, this could be the one of the maximum number of delegates we have organized. In the morning, Chennai chapter chairman Mr. Sendil, sir, I don't think the hall will get full. So he told the arrangements people to remove almost 20-25 chairs. But during the inauguration session, we have seen that most few people are standing behind the hall. So we asked the arrangement people to provide more chairs to them. That also happened. And now we are in the celebration of the SOURECON 36. Okay, good. The success of this conference is a testament of dedication. We have successfully planted the seeds for the culture of innovation that will surely cast significant growth of IAF Southern region in the coming years. Thank you for your tireless efforts. Let's take these lessons and make our next generation regional meeting with even more impactful. And thank you for your tireless commitment, your sleepless nights. Both SR chairman, he told me I am the captain of the ship. He has took most of the load from me. Both chapter chairman and SR chairman has done the wonderful wonderful work, and because of them only it has happened. Even yesterday night, the morning chief guest has arrived around I think 11:30 or 12 o'clock. Both of them received him and brought him to the seashore, and then they had a discussion at the around midnight about the foundry and forging industries. That's what they shared with me. So thank you very much, sir. And I am proud to have led this team, and thanks for the opportunity. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the elaborate detailing of our SOURECON 2026. We now request Mr. P. Sendil Kumar, Chairman, IAF Chennai Chapter, to introduce Mr. Sushil Sharma, our beloved President, IIF, to the gathering.
எல்லோருக்கும் மாலை வணக்கம். Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's immense pleasure to introduce our leader presiding over the function this evening, a stalwart of our industry who has dedicated over 2 decades to the service of the foundry fraternity. Please join me welcoming the President of IIF, Mr. Sushil Sharma. Sir, we are privileged to have your presence. I think as a chapter, we invited him for our chapter day, 40th chapter day. He also graced our occasions. Thank you, sir. And Mr. Sharma is a gold medalist in chemical engineering from Nagpur University. Today, he serves as the managing director of Samlex Metacom Private Limited, a Nagpur-based industry member of IIF that specializes in pioneering color-changing foundry refractory coatings. I think most of the foundry are using their products. I think this is a well-known name in the foundry industry. His journey with the Institute of Indian Foundrymen began in 2003. Over the years, he has held nearly every significant leadership role within the organization. He served as the chairman of IIF Nagpur chapter and later as the chairman of IIF Western region. Under his exceptional leadership, the Western region was honored with the best regional award at the national level. I'm hearing, I think it must be, I was told the Southern region was last 10 years. Maybe I think it must be the last one, sir. I think it's a great job, sir. And Mr. Sharma has served as a National Council member, Honorary Secretary, Honorary Treasurer, and before becoming the Vice President in 2024-25, he now leads us as the President of IIF. And beyond his administrative leadership, he is a respected technical voice in our field. He has presented numerous technical papers at the Indian and Asian Foundry Congress, as well as the 71st World Foundry Congress in Ankyros. We are privileged to have with him here today at the 26th SOURECON Regional Conference to deliver the presidential address. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Sushil Sharma to the stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Senthil. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Chief guest for today's evening function, Mr. Baskar, SR Chairman, Mr. Palani Murugan, Chennai Chapter Chairman, Mr. Senthil, my Anobi friends, Mr. Prayut and Muthukumar, and other foundry members, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome you all to this SOURECON, 36th SOURECON celebration. Southern region has been having a real good presence in the Indian foundry industry. After my graduation as a chemical engineer and when I came into this foundry field in 87, I have been associated with this foundry industry and I have found that the southern region foundrymen have been doing really wonders. My association with the southern foundries was somewhere in 96 when I came for the first time to Coimbatore. During these last 40 years of my journey as a foundryman, I really feel that I have learnt a lot from foundry people. Those who were my customers, who were my mentors, who were my advisors, who taught me a lot, and most of them belong to the southern region. And that is the credit I give to our success, to all those people who were associated with our company during last so many years. Southern region, whatever they do has been really wonderful. SOURECON, this particular event itself has been really a great event this year also. Whenever I have been invited or asked to join for any celebration or any function or any technical seminar from any chapter, I always say yes, because I always feel coming to this as my second home. Because they say that in family, if anybody calls you for any function in the family, you can't say no. And that is the reason I always feel that coming to Southern Region has been always wonderful for me. This SOURECON we have been witnessing for the last one day. Today, lot many technical papers were presented, and the speakers have expressed their rich experience with the Foundrymen. IF, in my opinion, is a platform where you can share your knowledge with others. And I personally believe that sharing knowledge always helps you. And that's why I always motivate, I always say to Foundry members that you should always try to attend the programs organized by the chapter level or regional level or even the national levels. The credit goes to the Foundrymen for all the developments which are being done. Today, as we all know, that India stands as the second largest producing country in the world after China. But the growth is much bigger, the future is there. But as I said, when Mr. Prem Kumar in the panel discussion asked, what are the key factors in my opinion for the next 5 to 10 years? I personally feel that the Foundrymen needs to accept the change, accept the new things, innovations. And let me tell you, 5 years before or 10 years before, we were having a normal mobile phones, or 20 years before. But today, the kind of mobile phones what we are having are wonderful. So the technology is going to change very fast, and we should be ready to accept that change in the years to come. Similarly, if the Foundrymen are ready to accept the innovations, if they are ready to accept the small change, then the only growth can come, and then only we can compete in this world. And that acceptance level, I have seen the foundries in South. Southern foundries have been really doing that kind of acceptance to any new technology coming, any new process coming, and that is the reason that Southern region foundries have been able to do challenges, accept the challenges. Today, when we go through this current situation, geopolitical situation of Middle East war, and lot of challenges are in front of the foundries, I personally feel, they say in Hindi, ye bhi waqt guzar jayega, and I personally feel that this time will also go, and we will definitely have something learning out of this crisis situation, and definitely we will come out of that the way we came out of the COVID situation also. Coming to the issues normally Indian foundry industry keeps on facing. When we thought of at the institute level as a national body, we thought of giving solutions to the Indian foundry industry, particularly for the foundry waste sand. And during the AGM at Nagpur, when Honorable Surface Transport Minister Mr. Nitin Gadkari was the chief guest, and when we put up this issue with him, and he said that, okay, we will definitely try to have a solution, and with the efforts of the national office bearers, we are able to have this particular solution coming up in next couple of days also, when the institute will be signing an MOU with CRRI on 25th of March at Delhi. I request all the NC members, all the foundrymen who can join at this ceremony at Delhi on 25th March at 11:30 a.m. I invite you personally to be there so that you can be a part of that. And when the options were given to the institute that where this first operational pilot plant will be installed, Coimbatore was the first choice. So I hope that Coimbatore will definitely lead by its an example in the coming year, so that afterwards it can be implemented at Kolhapur cluster and then the Rajkot clusters, because these two other clusters are really wonderful. We are having visits of foundrymen from different regions under the project Prayas, which has been there for last couple of years. And I personally feel that this project Prayas has definitely helped the foundry people of each region to understand how the other industries are doing, particularly when the Coimbatore foundry people visited Rajkot. Kolhapur is there. Today, Kolhapur foundry people are also doing wonderful things, and Mr. Prem, in one of his address, he has mentioned that Kolhapur is now the China of India, and that is really true. The way Kolhapur foundry industry have been competing and supplying castings at a lower rate, it is becoming a challenge to the southern region foundries also. But I personally feel that competition is one thing, but quality is also there, and quality castings India can always produce, and Indian foundry people are having that potential to produce quality castings, and the world is looking at Indian foundry industry for their procurement of castings. And I personally feel that these foundries who are going to have the export market, the opportunities in the world foundry market will be tremendous. Whether the tariffs imposed by President Trump or the different challenges put in by the different geopolitical situations, which will be definitely coming out of that, because after all, the casting requirement is not going to stop. So they need casting, they need China plus one solution, and definitely in the coming years, the Indian foundry industry, in my opinion, for the next 1 decade at least, will have a bright future. So keep trying our best, keep on doing the growth of the foundry industry, and this is only possible when we all come together, and that's why I always keep on saying, let's grow together and bring laurels to the foundry industry. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for the lovely address. We now request K. Varadarajan, Chairman, Organizing Committee, to felicitate Mr. Sushil Sharma with a traditional Angavastram. Thank you, sir. We now request Mr. S. Kupusamy, past National Secretary, IAF, to felicitate our President, IAF, with a memento. Thank you, gentlemen. Now, we request Mr. Prayut Bamawat, Honorary National Secretary, IIF, to introduce our chief guest for the evening, Mr. Baskar Radhakrishnan, Managing Director, Baettr India Pvt Limited, to the gathering.
Good evening, everyone. It is my honor to introduce our chief guest, a leader whose career bridges continent and industries with exceptional expertise. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Baskar Radhakrishnan. Mr. Baskar is a mechanical engineer with a management degree and holds the prestigious distinction of being a certified master black belt in Six Sigma. With over 29 years of professional experience, he has spent 12 years in the automobile sector and 17 years dedicated to the wind industry. His journey began as a graduate trainee at Caterpillar India, where he gained foundational experience across production and industrial engineering. Over the years, his career has taken him to the forefront of global renewable energy. He spent years in Denmark with Vestas wind system, leading the industrialization of cast components for new turbine platform and serving as a group quality lead. He also served as a program manager for the group quality at Ørsted, the world's largest offshore wind farm developer, where he completed high potential training that included sessions in Silicon Valley. A Danish citizen of Indian origin, Mr. Baskar has resided in Denmark since 2011. He is currently in Chennai on an expat assignment where he serves as the managing director of Baettr India. Under his leadership, the company has seen extraordinary growth, with revenue rising from 72 crore in 2022 to approximately 500 crores in 2025. So there is no typo error in this one, I think. Beyond his corporate role, he contributes to the broader business community as the chairperson of the Indian Danish Chamber of Commerce Manufacturing Network. With a rich background spanning domestic and global market, he is a true leader in engineering the foundations for future generation. Ladies and gentlemen, with this welcome address, I will please join me in warm welcome of Mr. Baskar Radhakrishnan.
Thank you, Mr. Patyut. I'm sure that there is no typo error. Yeah. Good evening to all the distinguished guests, the industry leaders, and our dear foundry members from Foundry fraternity. It is really a privilege and an honor to be a part of this SOURECON 2026, the 36th SOURECON. On behalf of the organizing committee, I once again welcome you all to this gathering. Events like this are very special to our foundry industry because this brings together people with a common passion, the science, that is the science, technology, and art of metal castings. That is the passion we share commonly. So these events are very critical for us. Before I proceed further, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to Mr. Sushil Sharma, National President of IAF, and Mr. Paranimurgan, Chairman of IAF Southern Region, along with the organizing committee and all the partners who have really sponsored us to make this possible. Organizing an event of this kind is not easy. It requires tremendous efforts, coordination, and commitment from all. I really congratulate the entire team for making this happen and bring the community together on this platform. Today, I would like to briefly share a few thoughts about 3 areas. The first one, also our president mentioned about global manufacturing scenario. I'll talk about it. And then, yeah, I'm also from Baettr and then from Indian industry. I will talk about briefly on that. And then the future direction, which our president also touched upon, of the Indian Foundry industry, sorry. Yeah. So there are many statistics. First one about our Indian foundry industry. It has a market size of, it had a market size of $22 billion last year in 2025. And it is expected to grow up to $58 billion in 2034. This amounts to a CAGR, the compound annual growth rate of 10.78%. But we all think that automobile industry is growing faster, right? Because we see many cars on our roads. But if you compare, to just have a perspective, the growth, the CAGR for automobile industry is around 7.9, which means we are growing faster than automobile industry, which we should be proud of. And yeah, definitely. And also at the same time, of course, the Indian automobile industry is also growing, but still we are growing farther than that. So I would like to touch upon 3 important things that is which is driving this transformation. First, supply chain diversification. Yeah, also President touched upon China Plus One strategy. Post COVID pandemic, all the OEMs are looking at China Plus One strategy because we cannot depend on China alone. That is the strategy they have, and that is also helping in countries like India, Vietnam, and Mexico. So we should capitalize this opportunity to make this happen. Second, we also touched about sustainability. Manufacturers worldwide are focusing on producing sustainable components, right? So we need to follow sustainable manufacturing practices to export to global markets, which I'll also touch upon later. And then availability of skilled engineering capability. Here, definitely we have a strong advantage. I just want to share a practical experience I had 3 days ago, which I also shared with a young entrepreneurs forum. We, being a global company, we always have visitors from, say, Germany or Denmark and so on. One of our colleagues came from Germany, and we were discussing about foundry industry in general. And he mentioned one thing, like he recently got a PhD from one of the Germany universities. At that time, totally 18 people got some certification. So 2 were PhD. They were from Germany, and one also bachelor guy is also from Germany. And 15 people got master's degree in foundry, and 14 of them were from India. Right. And he mentioned that now you see where the foundry industry is moving. It is moving from Europe to India. He gave us as a live example, right? So he said that after that he asked me one more question. Baskar, can I please come here as an expat to India? So that is, honestly, I felt really, really proud about our country, because now we are not only producing global talented engineers, but we are also attracting global talents. Because why would a German guy ask if he can come here? Whether he's coming or not, that is a different thing. But of course, he is really interested in coming up. He also gave me a proposal that we can start a heat treatment industry here along with you and so on. So he's already coming with the proposal, which means he's really serious about it. So that is really a proud moment for us, definitely. So next, I would like to touch upon Baettr India, which is also close to my heart. And he also said about the growth. For some of you who may not know about Baettr name might be a new one, but we have been in the industry for more than 40 years. Earlier, we were part of Vestas, and in November 2013, we were divested from Vestas. They divested all the foundries and machining factories in 2013, and they were sold to BTC, our current shareholders. And we have facilities in Denmark, Germany, China. We have both foundry and machining also in China, and we did the groundbreaking in 2020 December. And you know what happened in 2020 December? Of course, we are in the peak COVID period, and throughout the pandemic, we had to work throughout the pandemic, and within a year, we had the first pouring in December 2021, and we had the commercial production already in 2022 March. That year, as he mentioned, we had a turnover of around 72 crores, but last year we had a turnover of 500 crores. I'm already thinking more now. So we would like to, or we have a goal for making it as 800 crores by 2028. That is where we are working on. Yeah. So our designed capacity was 30,000 tons when we had the phase 1, and we have already surpassed it, and we are expanding now. And we are expanding to have a capacity of 60,000 tons by July this year. So we are. And we have got approval for 100,000 tons. I will also come back to that on getting the EC approval a bit later. It was a big struggle, and a lot of people from foundry industry helped us in getting that. So our goal is not only to make volumes or tons, but we would like to develop a facility which is highly sustainable and technology-driven foundry, and also taking care of people, so that we are recognized as a foundry which is living up to our values. That is our goal. And of course, we are trying to do that. Probably whoever has visited our facility may have seen that our entrance, we have the core values, right? Be respectful, imagine better, and stand accountable. These are our core values. So with that, I would like to touch upon the wind industry. And like our foundry, wind industry is also going through a major transition. Actually, in 2024, we had a $95 billion US dollars market size, and then it is expected to grow up to 170 billion by 2033. So it is also growing a lot. It is driven by mainly 3 conditions, I would say. First, climate commitments. Globally, countries have committed to be carbon neutral. For instance, India is committed to be carbon neutral by 2070, and Denmark maybe a bit earlier. It's a small country, so they can do it earlier. They have committed to be carbon neutral by 2040. And next most important thing, now there is a big concern, especially Europe, and also probably will also have that. We are talking about the energy independency, right? We don't want to depend on other countries for energy. Energy security is a big concern. In fact, I was talking to our senior vice president of global operations yesterday, and he was mentioning that once the Ukraine-Russia war started, they have started storing LPG, because I was talking about LPG issue in India. We are not, even our canteenists, they are reducing the menu and so on. So then he said that once the war started, they started storing LPG, because storing LPG is a bit difficult because it is under pressure and also voluminous, right? So storing barrels of diesel and petrol or crude oil is easier when compared to LPG, but still they have planned. And they are always talking about energy security. Now, that's why offshore wind turbines and so on, a lot of wind and maybe less of solar is happening there. So we also need to be sure of this energy independence, because now 90% of crude oil is being imported, right? So we are depending on other countries, and I'm sure that we should have a plan to at least reduce it to 60%, so that we are not depending on them that much. And third, a lot of technological advancements are also happening in design of wind turbines, which is making it more competitive when compared to like solar and other renewable energy and also fossil fuels. India has around 50 gigawatt of installed capacity, and it is also expected to grow up to 130 to 140 gigawatt in a decade, which means it's going to triple in a decade. And this also brings up some opportunities for us as a foundry industry. We are also talking about higher megawatt turbines, like earlier it was kilowatt, now it is becoming 3, 4, 6, 10 megawatt turbines, which means the size of the component is also becoming bigger, heavier and complex. So companies that produce large castings with strong technology will really be able to support global markets as well. So that is the opportunity I see here. So with that, I would like to move to the future of Indian foundry as I perceive. Of course, as mentioned by President as well, our foundry industry is also changing rapidly. The global market is changing rapidly, and we have to adapt. That is a key thing. I see 5 strategic priorities to adapt to the changing global scenario. The first one, I would say, technology adoption. That is inevitable. The future of the foundry will be data-driven and more automated. For example, now we are doing a lot of inspection after the component has been produced, but we can also use AI to predict the failure mode and then avoid or prevent the failures. So that could be one area where without much investment we can do a lot of improvements there. And also real-time monitoring of process. Earlier also, we were also starting up with the manual data and so on. Now we are also digitizing. So that is the need of the hour. So we can see, of course, we are talking about process SPC charts also in not only machining but also in foundry industry now to monitor the process so that it can be controlled online instead of doing a post-mortem work, right? And also we are working with advanced metallurgical simulation softwares. Of course, we use Magma and others, but we are using this really to ensure that we have a high yield. We are having also one of the highest yields in India and also in compared to global markets as well. I would like to stress upon one message. The foundry of the future will be driven by data along with experience. So we need to be ready for that, which our president also said. So it will be more data driven, supported by experience. Of course, experience is still critical. And next, I would say next priority is sustainability. Now, I also mentioned about European market moving to India. Of course, it's not coming at free of cost because they are also trying to protect their industry. They are coming up with something called CBAM, which you also know. CBAM stands for Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism. Sorry, Carbon Border Adjustment Mechanism, which means all the components imported from other countries, the carbon footprint will be evaluated. So in future, if you are going to export to Europe, it will not only have a price, but it will also have a carbon footprint. So we need to be ready to mitigate this risk as well. So we need to focus on energy efficient melting technologies, which we are also doing continuously. And then renewable power integration. Why I'm stressing is like it has 3 scopes, scope 1, scope 2, scope 3, the carbon emission calculations. I don't want to go in detail, but I just want to say that scope 1 is within our factory. Whatever we do, that we can control easily, relatively. That is scope 1. Scope 2 is energy. The kind of energy you use is also considered into account, right? If you use more thermal power, then it has a lower score. And then also scope 3 consists of the suppliers, what they do, how they produce the item, which will also impact us, and then how we deliver to the customer is also a part of scope 3, but it is a smaller part because that can be mitigated along with the customer. But scope 3 is also important. So companies that apply low carbon manufacturing process definitely will have an edge in the years to come. The third one is skill development. Of course, we talk about a lot of technology. We cannot transform everything only with the technology. Of course, it also comes with the skill of people, right? So here we have a big advantage. We have a lot of engineering talents, but we need to focus on technical training, industry, academia collaboration. Actually, we did that with our chairman, Southern Region chairman, 3 days ago. We went to SRM Engineering College. We are also we were explaining about our foundry industry. It's not dirt anymore. We are also having modern facilities and so on. The third thing is like attracting young talents, right? That is also a key because we need fresh ideas. And to attract young talents, we need to have advanced technologies combined with practical experience. That is what they like, the youngsters like. So we need to do that as well. Actually, here I would like to bring upon one interesting perspective shared by Mr. Deepak. He is not here. He is the managing director of Nelcast on the day of Young Entrepreneurs Forum. He mentioned about, we always talk about upskilling. Of course, that is needed. But probably we also need to think about de-skilling. De-skilling the process so that it is more automated, less skill is needed to do the operations in an efficient manner. So that was really thought-provoking, and we'll also try to do something like that in our industry. So that was really a different way of putting up thinking and then putting up things in perspective. And fourth is industry collaboration. This is really very important. We also talked about knowledge sharing. And here, organizations like Indian Institute of Foundrymen play a very critical role because all these things are happening. And this is knowledge sharing. This is industry collaboration. We can share a lot of technology transfers, and during the seminars, a lot of things are happening. So you are really playing a critical role here as an industry collaborator, I would say. At this juncture, I would like to really thank Mr. Parani Murugan and also the Foundry Informatics Center. They really helped us in getting the environmental clearance because we were kind of stuck with the Ministry of Environment. We were not knowing what was happening, and our consultant said that you can never meet them. Okay, then with the help of FIC, Foundry Informatics Centers, we got the contact of the director of Central Pollution Control Board, and she gave a contact in the Ministry of Environment and Forest. With that, things started improving, and within 6 months, after that meeting, within 6 months, we got the environment clearance approval for 105,000 tons in January this year. So without FIC and also Mr. Pranurgan's help, and without the help of Indian Institute of Foundrymen, I don't think we would have achieved this because we were sitting idle and we were not knowing what was happening. So I would like to really thank IAF. That is why I always, when he says something or asks something, yes, I always say yes because they are really, you are really supporting the foundry industry. So thank you for that. And global, the last but not least, global competitiveness. Of course, you know, we talked about 22 billion, but the amount of exports we have done is only 4 billion, which means we can do much more in the exports. So when China, actually I was telling just before to Mr. Vignesh that Chinese, they don't, I was in China 10 days ago, they don't speak any English, and really we are knowledgeable and we are hardworking. When they can do, why we cannot do? I don't believe in China plus one strategy. Should be India plus one strategy at one point of time. So that is what I would say, right? So when they can do, they are really ahead of us now, but in maybe in 20 years' time, we will be ahead of them. That is at least, that's something I really hope for. I would like to conclude with a simple message. The next decade will definitely redefine the foundry industry. Those who invest in technology, sustainability and talent will lead the future, definitely. And of course, India has a big advantage here. We have strong engineering talent and growing manufacturing capability. Because, if, for example, countries in Germany, if you want to grow, it's not easy. Because there nobody wants to work more than 4 days. The German workers union is talking about 4 days a week and more benefits with that. But we have an advantage of that. And also globally, there is an increasing global trust on us as an ecosystem because they were trusting only China. But now we have a huge respect also as an Indian community because just to give an example, in India, in Denmark, we were only 5,000 people in 2011 when I went there, but now it is 26,000. So only Indian community has grown, and the average salary, they have also put a statistic saying that the average salary of an Indian community person is much more than the Danish. So they are bringing up, of course, we can say that the creamy layer is also moving there. So that could be one reason. But if we continue to focus on innovation, skill development, and collaboration, I'm sure that one day we'll be the global leaders in exporting casting to all the countries in the world. I'm sure about that. I would like to thank Indian Institute of Foundrymen, Southern Region, and the organizers of SOURECON 2026, and all participants for making this conference really lively and meaningful. I would like to conclude with one thought, which I'm sure that all foundry professionals will appreciate. If there is no casting, there is no machine. So let us all remember that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. It was a very positive, clear, and crisp talk on the future of the foundry industry. We now request Mr. R. Palanimurugan, our chairman,
Central Pollution Control Board at Delhi, where the FIC has helped you a lot. I heard about it last time when I was there in Chennai during the that 40th year celebration. I request you to give a letter from Baettr India, because so many times we want members, industry members, to join the institute, and they say that what the institute does for us. So such kind of appreciation for the institute will definitely help us out. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank you, sir. Moving on, we now request Mr. R. Palanimurugan, our chairman, IAF Southern Region, to felicitate Mr. Baskar Radhakrishnan with our traditional Angavastram. And now we call upon Mr. Sushil Sharma, President, IIF, to felicitate our chief guest with a memento.